Did you know that most smartphones today are smarter than we give them credit for when it comes to charging? Stay tuned as we unveil the shocking truths about phone battery charging myths. In today's video, we're diving into the common myths that might be ruining your phone's battery life. Let's get started. Myths about phone battery charging. Phone battery charging myths are a popular topic, as many people still believe various old notions about how to charge their phones. Here are some of the most common myths you could discuss in your video. 1. You need to drain the phone to 0% for the battery to last better. Fact: this myth originated from older nickel-cadmium (NiCd) and nickel metal hydride (NiMH) batteries, where a phenomenon known as the memory effect existed. However, modern lithium-ion (Li-ion) batteries perform better when charged partially. Fully draining the battery can actually harm its lifespan. 2. Leaving the phone charging overnight will damage the battery. Fact: modern smartphones are smart enough to stop charging once the battery reaches 100%. However, prolonged exposure to high voltage can gradually harm the battery, which is why some experts recommend not keeping the phone plugged in continuously after it is fully charged. 3. Using a third-party charger will damage the battery. Fact: the most important thing is that the charger is reliable and meets the safety requirements for the phone. Quality third-party chargers can work perfectly and not harm the battery. However, cheap, low-quality chargers from unreliable manufacturers can pose risks. 4. Charging with a wireless charger will ruin the battery. Fact: wireless charging may produce slightly more heat than wired charging, and excessive heat can affect battery performance. However, the charging method, wireless versus wired, does not significantly impact battery lifespan as long as the battery does not overheat. 5. The battery wears out in 2-3 years and then you need a new phone. Fact: batteries lose their capacity over time, but this does not mean that the phone becomes unusable after 2-3 years. Most phone batteries can last 3-5 years, depending on how they are used and charged. Additionally, many modern phone batteries can be replaced. 6. Closing all apps will extend battery life. Fact: this is a common myth. Most modern operating systems like iOS and Android automatically manage app energy consumption, and constantly closing them may actually consume more energy than simply leaving them running in the background. 7. You must use only the manufacturer's charger. Fact: while the original manufacturer's charger is safe and optimized for the device, many reliable third-party chargers can also work well if they meet the required standards. For example, MFI, made for iPhone, or USB-C PD, power delivery. 8. Using fast chargers will damage the battery. Fact: fast chargers are specifically designed to charge lithium-ion batteries quickly and safely. They control the charging power, ensuring that the phone does not overheat and is not damaged. Bonus tips. To effectively maintain your phone's battery, consider these tips. Start charging your phone when it reaches 20-30% to prevent it from dropping too low. Aim to keep the battery between 40% and 80% to optimize its longevity. Avoid keeping the phone in high-temperature environments for extended periods. Try to turn off or minimize the phone's usage while charging to prevent heat buildup. Experts recommend maintaining the battery in this ideal range for several reasons. Here are some important points. Usage. Constantly allowing the battery to drop to 0% and then charging it to 100% can shorten its lifespan. Ideal battery state. Keeping the battery between 40% and 80% helps avoid stress that can occur from fully charging and discharging. Heat. Charging to 100% can generate more heat, and excessive heat exposure can harm battery health. A moderate charge helps the battery stay cooler. Convenience. Most people don't use their phones at 100% charge, so keeping it in the moderate range often means it's ready to use when you need it. Conclusion. Before we wrap up, I'd like to share an expert recommendation to help keep your phone's battery healthy. Try to maintain your battery between 40% and 80% charge. This reduces stress on the battery and helps prevent excessive heat buildup, ultimately prolonging its longevity. Thank you for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more useful content. Feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts or any additional tips you have for keeping your phone in top shape. Until next time, take care and happy charging.